Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the secrets of these two small bridges found on Erangel. So right now I am to the east of Rozhok. There's also one to the straight north of Rozhok, and they are different than other bridges on Erangel because, well, they look different on the minimap, and they're much smaller. They're not as wide either. So you can take a look at the other bridges. You can see they're all wider bridges, including the two to the south by the military base, of course. These ones are smaller, more like secondary road bridges. And what's so interesting about them is the potential to hide and to snipe from under them. So the top of the bridge, nothing special. Like I said, just a narrow bridge. But I know a number of you guys probably know this already. What the heck is that? So, like I was saying, we have these bridges here, and underneath them, there are a couple features I want to point out. So the first one is the little cave. So this is an excellent spot to hide if you're playing for placement, say in a tournament, and you have a zone that ends around here. Not many people check these spots. They're not the easiest to defend, but they're also not the easiest to assault, because unless you bounce a grenade in here, you can peek these corners as fast as, or you can pre-fire when you hear somebody coming around. So it's fairly well defensible with the exception of a grenade. More so the purpose of this would just be to hide, stay still, not do anything, play for placement. So there's one on this side of the bridge. There's also one on the other side that's accessible. And here's an error. So that's an error bot, obviously. We know it's a bot because it locked onto me immediately. A real person most likely wouldn't walk under the bridge. If they heard footsteps, they'd probably look around first. But anyways, the other bridge that I was talking about to the north of Rozhok, this one right here, this also has these spots, but because the bridge, the sides of the bridge are steeper, like this rock stuff here is steeper, it's harder to actually get into the little cave spot. So that's the first thing I wanted to point out. There's one, like I said, on both sides of this bridge. Second spot I wanted to point out is right over here, actually, and this is a really good strategy. So if you have a whole squad alive and you want to play sneaky, you can actually put one or two people over here by the hidden spot, and then you can put the other people up here against these sides, because you aren't really that. And basically you cover the other person's side. So this guy or girl looks this way, and they protect against anybody shooting this person from this side. And then on the opposite side, you've got another member of your squad. It takes at least 3 people to do, right? Sitting over here watching this angle. So that way this person over here is protected by this one. And then typically you'll have somebody in here just to watch to make sure that there's nobody swimming under you or approaching from the other side of the bridge. So pretty cool tactical spot if you have a zone that ends here. Obviously this game doesn't look like it's going to be the case. It's going to be ending to the south of this bridge, but you never know, and it's a pretty neat bridge spot. So definitely wanted to bring that to your attention, and we'll just swim across real quick just to show you that it is indeed the same on the other side too. And yeah, definitely just really cool positions to potentially take advantage of. So like I was saying, the other bridge, it's let's see if we can actually get onto the shore. It's one of my least favorite things to do in this game is swim. So you can see here, this one isn't as much of a cave. It's not as hidden, but you can still hide here. You can still engage with people on the other shoreline. And it's still a very viable spot if you're playing for a position. And just like the other side, you can use the same strategy where you have, if you have 3 people or more alive, you can put one person here, one person on the other side, and then just watch your angles. So here's some shots to the north here. If you want to get adventurous, like I said, I recommend using this sort of spot for placement or positioning. But if you want to get a little more adventurous, you can kind of stick your head out here and see what's going on. I think this is beyond this ridge line, but you can use the bridge that way too, because you have some pretty good cover if you start taking shots. Now you're super exposed from the air direction, but if you're taking shots from this area, all you have to do is duck down a little bit, and then that terrain will protect you. So there you have it. the secrets to these two smaller bridges on the game. Obviously, we talk a lot about, on this channel and other channels, we talk a lot about bridge camping and, bridge tutorials and climbing bridges, and we're mostly referring to the large bridges found around PUBG Mobile. But the small ones are pretty cool too, and like I said, they open up some interesting possibilities for either playing for position or defending a position. And let me know in the comments down below if you guys have another way to utilize these bridges other than what I've outlined so far. My name's DerekG. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG Mobile content. I hope to see you on the battlefield soon or in my Discord server, which I'll leave a link to down below. This is another spot you can go, but it's really not worth mentioning because you're just so exposed. The whole point of, as I'm like kind of crawling on off the bridge, but the whole point of this position here is if you have, like I said, at least two people, preferably three, you can defend each other by looking where the other person can't see well. But we're taking shots from, where the heck is that? Up here, in our bot. Oh. So, again, a shot like that, that's something that the person over here, if they were crouched down, most likely would have been able to engage to protect this person who would have been looking this way. So there you have it. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.